Hi guys, today is Thursday the 4th of November. Just want to go over a few trades I've just taken today. I've taken 3. Obviously with the volatility and the movement we've had in the last few days, well, I've been working a few more hours than what I tend to do, and you will see why in a moment. First of all, I've marked some key areas of interest, recent key areas of interest. We have these highs here from yesterday and the day before, from Wednesday and Tuesday. We also have this intermediate high of a level of supply around 141 figure, and then when we go down, as you can see, I've also marked the boundaries of what is the overnight Tokyo session overlapping with London, coming into the London market. And in fact, this is my first trade of the day. It was actually a London open breakout. Just wanted to point out, we have first of all, we have the highs here of the overnight session. You can see the range, the highs and the lows, that's the range, followed by the breakout, the pullback and the continuation. Okay, now the reason I took this trade is very simple. It's when the markets tend to range overnight and it comes into the London session, which in fact is the market with the biggest amount of volume in the currencies market, well, as the traders start trading, the volume and the momentum increases in the market. Now, what tends to happen is the London traders tend to fool traders into think that the market can potentially go one way, and then they'll reverse price and go the other way just to trap traders and obviously provide liquidity in the market. So with this type of trade, especially around the London open time, what I like to do is be very wary of this, and I like to have extra confirmation of my trade, especially when it's a breakout trade. So in this case, what I want to see is a very nice clear momentum candle, a big bar like this, which obviously confirms the clear breakout. We have a small intermediate candle here, which is the pullback to the broken resistance now becoming support, and we have a nice continuation bar here, obviously with a nice big momentum bar as well. So for this scenario, what I did was enter the trade around the figure, which is the 140-150, and with a stop just below. So that's my risk for the trade. A target, obviously London's just come into the market. I'm an intraday trader, so I like to keep tabs on my trades. I sit during my trades watching the computer, sitting on my hands, that is. I wanted to target the figure, which was this one here, the 142, and just in case anything happens, I always like to put my targets behind these round numbers. So that's my risk, and that was my reward for the first trade, which was very nice trade indeed. The second trade of the day, there's been a few more trades here. For some particular reason, don't ask me why, I'm still looking into it, I took this trade. It's not the best trade in the world. In fact, you can see I've marked it with some red lines. I'll show you exactly why I've marked it with some red lines. If you know how markets move, you know markets move in waves, they move in impulsive and corrective moves over and over again. So what I did for this case was I marked the boundaries of this particular correction, and I waited for what would also happen to be a breakout pullback continuation. Now, as you can see, I entered the trade just there. I put the stop behind this area here, just in case, to give it an extra wiggle room. And as you notice, I closed the trade out right there. I didn't let it hit the stop. Why? Well, once you've been trading for a certain amount of time, you start to realize that some of your best trades tend to go very fast, as it did in this previous example over here. And this one, you can see price just tended to range. Now, I like to be efficient with my money. I don't like waiting around to see if I'm waiting and hoping to see if my target's going to get hit. So for this scenario, I prefer to take it in the chin and just basically close out my trade for a small loss, compared to the previous win that I just did, which frankly is nothing, so it's not dented my account. And finally, the third trade, which was actually, pretty recent. It was about 10, 15, 20 minutes ago, the trade. As you can see, price started to meander sideways, so we've been having a pretty big range between this high here and this low here. Okay, so price has just been going sideways. It's had not much direction. Once the London traders came into the market, they pushed it what they had to do, and then price just decided to go sideways. So what I wanted to do then was see if we were also going to get a nice breakout to the upside, or potentially, as it sometimes tends to be, a change in the trend direction and a break to the downside. In this case, it happened to be a break to the upside, and this is the trade I'm going to show you. This is more of an unconventional trade, another type of trade I take, which I'm not really going to explain right now because it might just confuse you, but let's just show you what happened here. Now, my entry into the market was somewhere around this level. That's my stop, and I ended up closing the trade just there for a very, very small win, which was about a 1-to-1 risk reward. Why did I close the trade? Well, that's where order flow and reading price comes in, guys. As you can see, price has been, once it decided to break through this area, it's been pretty aggressive, but there has been some higher highs and higher lows, especially higher highs and higher lows, especially some higher lows, which is what I'm more interested in. As it got to this area here, it really started to struggle, and as you can see, it just started to go sideways. That to me is a no-no. Like I said before, I like price to break and go with momentum. I'm a momentum trader. I trade with the institutional order flow. If they are buying, I'd buy. If they're selling, I sell. Okay, so in this situation, I wanted to make sure I didn't give back the profits I just made, and considering it was already a 1-to-1 risk reward, I decided to shut the trade. As you can see, it wasn't a bad decision, simply because price, once it cleared this area, just plummeted, and as you can see, the momentum has now changed direction. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I just wanted to share these couple of trades I did today, and just to point out, even though we all take losses in the market, professionals take losses, it just depends how you take these losses. Okay, you got to take it in the chin, and more importantly, you have to understand why you had a loss, and you have to work on this to improve your results over time. I hope this has helped you, and I will speak with you soon. Have a great day.
blood.